Students are not problems to be solved, but resources to be tapped, which is what Dixie Goswami taught us many years ago, and that's the philosophy that the Bread Loaf Teacher Network in Lawrence operates on.
We've built this network of teachers who support each other, who help each other in their work. We do exchanges with each other, we visit each other, because we've all learned that doing our jobs in isolation is just too hard. We need a network of other people. We need to be connected to a graduate school. We need to be connected with other professionals. We need support. We need professional development. And the Bread Loaf Teacher Network allows us to work closely with other teachers from other locations with other kinds of expertise over an extended period of time to support our work and help us share best practices.
The Bread Loaf Teacher Network plays a really crucial role in the city of Lawrence, especially in the time that we're in. So right now, the state of Massachusetts has taken over our district. And so the Bread Loaf Teacher Network is a space where we can support each other. Professionally, we can support each other, and personally, we can support each other.
One of the things that we are working on is developing a professional development session, which we're going to be able to pilot, I just heard today, excitingly enough, at my particular school, where we are going to create a PD that helps our new teachers, as well as existing teachers, to just better understand what it means to teach in Lawrence.
The Bread Loaf Teacher Network offers us development and learning communities and spaces led by teachers who know what I'm dealing with, who know where I'm at, and who understand what I need.
There are plenty of networks, but there aren't these small networks where people know each other, where they work together all year, and where it feels like a family. And so that's a huge part of the academic and intellectual capacity of our network. A lot of it rests on friendships, working friendships and deep friendships. It's a research network, it's a professional development network, it's an outreach network, it's a social justice network.
And it's a story that involves two elements that you will see. One of them...
There's kind of two curriculum I find here. One of them is outside the classroom, when I speak to these teachers and I find out what they do. And I go back to Kenya and I'm able to connect my students with their students, my expertise with their expertise, and we have this collaborative activity going on via the Bread Loaf Teacher Network. That's been amazing to me.
There's a fundamental problem right now in education that I feel my saving grace is the Bread Loaf Teacher Network, because we're all very much aware that our students are the resources. They are not deficits to be fixed. They are the ones who are going to come in with knowledge already, and we have more to learn from them.
What do you guys think of him using dinero, though?
In the beginning, I didn't understand what a network really was. I understood what the words meant. Essentially, my understanding in the beginning of what it was is, oh, it's just a bunch of teachers who get together and talk about teaching. And in my head, I kept thinking, I'm too busy. Like, I have too much to do. Dixie said, no, you have to pick a collaborative project, hook up with somebody else, and just push yourself, see where it would go. It's the ability to say, okay, I am going to teach the Odyssey. I've never taught it. Can you guys help me? And the next day, having 7 emails from teachers in New Mexico, Kentucky, from teachers in New York, saying, I have taught this. Here's some stuff that I have done with it. Here's some materials. Here's some ideas. Here are some projects that my students did. And how valuable that became, because it became a professional development center for me.
One of the great things about the Bread Loaf Teacher Network is that it connects professors and scholars and thinkers very directly with the classroom. And that has been a huge advantage to me in my teaching and to my students. Bread Loaf professors have been in my classroom. They've helped me come up with lessons that reach my students better. I have learned things by attending classes and workshops through the Bread Loaf Teacher Network that I can bring directly into my classroom. What Bread Loaf does is it shortens that distance between scholars and thinkers and the work in a public school classroom.
It's the learner who needs to lead and the teacher who needs to learn how to get that learner to lead. Now that's not easy in a classroom, but one of the things that happens in almost any authentic democratic classroom is the same things we hear in it, like there's an explosion of excitement, of community, and of intellectual development.
Aside from the collaborative work we do in our classrooms and across classrooms, we are in touch with each other. We have a place where we can bring issues and problems, and we have a kind of trusting environment where we can count on people who have a shared experience to chime in and help us with that, which is rare.